Hello. So I just watched the video I posted yesterday and the sound was off, so it was kind of funny, reminded me of those dubbed movies, you know what I mean? But yesterday I had a conversation with one of my friends at work, and I was having I got in my head again. And after I had that conversation with my friend, I was just thinking, I don't really know anything. Not that I don't know anything, but it's in regards to right and wrong. What's right for me is not right for someone else. What's wrong for me is not wrong for someone else. So, it's like my values, I have my values and I'm not gonna change my values, but at the same time, I can't put them on other people. None of us can, and I know we all try because we think it's best. And there it goes again, that glitch. Anyway, we can't know what's best for somebody else. No matter how much we see, everybody has their own process, and people are going to do what they're going to do. And it's part of their experience. It's part of what they need to go through in this life. So now I was just, okay, so here's the deal. We had this training at work a few months ago. Sorry, I'm trying to get food from. I actually had a spinach omelet with avocado and toast this morning. It was really good. Really, really good. So, yeah, I ate late because I woke up late. But, so we had this training at work about human trafficking. And it breaks my heart so much. And I don't think it's right. I think it's horrible that young people, not even just women, but young people are targeted and convinced or coaxed into using their body for money, for security, or whatever. But maybe they don't value that as much. So I can't understand it. I can't understand how someone, what's going on inside of them. Either they are so afraid and they don't think they're worth it. And they're just trying to find a way to survive in this world. And at the same time, there's people that aren't victimized. You know what I mean? They're not targeted. They choose that. And it's not a problem for them. And it's not, I mean, if it's not a problem for them, it's not a problem for me, you know, like they do what they're not really hurting anybody if they choose it. But, and then the Johns, you know, like I don't know why they use that name, but the people who, I don't know, like I think about it and it's like, are you that busy? Are you that afraid of real intimacy that you just would rather pay for physical stimulation or whatever? And I really can't understand it. And then I was just thinking after my conversation with my friend, I'll never understand it. I don't think some of us just will never understand some of the things that are going on in this world because that's just not how we operate. So, and there's stuff in my eye still. So, yeah, just because we don't understand it doesn't mean that there's not some sort of purpose or lesson or even fulfillment for some of these people. Like, yeah, and then I was just thinking, like, what do I know? Like, who am I? Who am I to, like, feel sorry for someone or say that they're being victimized or, like, I don't know. I mean, sometimes it's, like, it is real. Like, people do get victimized, but unless they ask for help, I mean, it's not my place. And that hurts me too. Like, if someone's suffering and I don't do anything about it, like, but who am I? Again, who am I? Like, what can I do about it? I can say something. Like, and I'm also thinking, like, someone else was telling me at work about, like, it is our responsibility to point out things to people, like, if it's completely wrong, but, like, what is wrong? I mean, hurting other people definitely is wrong. So, I mean, stepping in and saying, hey, you shouldn't, like, please stop what you're doing. Don't hit this person or whatever. Like, but it's not always like, it's not always physical. It's not always like black and white. Nothing is black and white. And it's just like, okay, this, the more I think about things, the more I see, it's like, shit. I don't know. Like, and I guess maybe it's just not my job to step in. And it's kind of humbling, you know, like it just made me see, like, I don't have other people's answers for sure. And I never really thought I did, but I did think that I had, like, I have this moral compass that I use for my life. But again, my moral compass might not work for somebody else. And what's the difference between acceptance and turning a blind eye? Because, I mean, I hear also, like, there is righteous anger, and, like, we all should be there for each other and step in as an advocate for people. But is that really the right thing to do? I mean, I feel like it's good that there's hotlines and like these programs to help stop human trafficking and stop like ridiculous pollution. And I agree with that. But the more I think about it, like the more questions I have. And it's just so much in the world, and there's so many different people. And it's like, what can I do? Like, I guess maybe I feel like there's a solution. Like there has to be a solution. There has to be some sort of way to fix the injustices. But again, injustice, that's interpretable. So, yeah, yeah, everything is interpretable. So, going back to some of my previous videos, I'm not trying to give you advice. I'm not trying to tell you how to live. I'm, again, just showing you what I'm doing, what's happening in my life. And if something touches you, if something that I say makes sense to you, then you can take it. And if other things don't, then leave it. So I just I want to be happy, and I am. I want others to be happy, but I have no control over that. I guess we all have to find our own happiness. So, but I feel like if we are living in our own peace and happiness and joy, that sometimes, most of the time, people do see something different and they'll come and ask us about it. And I'm wondering if the people that ask me, the people that are attracted to my brand of, oh, there's a bird on my balcony. It's so pretty. And it flew away as soon as I saw it. If someone's attracted to me and my brand of process, I mean, I don't know how to say it. It's really, I don't know. If someone asks me for my take, like even with that guy the other day, I wasn't telling him what to do. I was just sharing what works for me and what I did. So I think that's okay. Like if just sharing what I did makes a difference, then that's good. If sharing what I did can get someone to their own question about what they can do for themselves, that's good. And then they can start their own process. Is there such thing as utopia? Is there such thing as all of us as humans, working together, cooperating, sharing, so that all of us can find our own happiness. Is that possible? And, I hear people talk about politics and all these other people, like, it's like so extreme, like two different schools of thought. A lot of power and greed in the world, people seeking power, people seeking money and wanting to keep it all for themselves and their family, while other people are suffering and they can't eat. It just doesn't feel right to me. But then I think about my experience, and the pain that I went through and the lessons that I learned and how much my soul has grown because of that. There's a purpose for pain. There's a purpose for suffering. And we don't know what that is. Like, I wish I could step way out of myself and just step way back and see the whole picture. And I just don't know if that's possible. Like, we can see a bigger picture for sure. And I think I need to take this down because it's poking me. We can see a bigger picture. Like, once we start once we start to look for it, once we decide to start changing our perspective, we can definitely see more. And if we look and try to see things from someone else's perspective, like just the effort alone, you can see a few different scenarios about why someone might do something, which helps for us not to take it personally. But yeah, I don't know if anybody on this planet, like, I don't know, Jesus probably did see the whole picture. Buddha maybe also saw the whole picture. So maybe it is possible to see the whole picture, but I'm struggling with it. No, just like, the more I see, the more questions I have too. But I'm not like, I'm a little frustrated with it, but it's more like just in awe, like there's so much more that's out there that I have no clue about. And that's okay. I'm looking for more and more and more. But it's not like, I'm not trying to like take it all in and just keep it. But like, it's never ending. I think that I think we all have to continue learning and until the day we die. I don't think we'll ever know everything. I mean, nobody can, but it's not stopping me from trying to learn more, even though it's kind of overwhelming. But I also wonder, like, it's not really my responsibility either. My responsibility is me and my life and taking care of those around me. And I think that, yeah, I do that for the most part, the best I can. The best I can. And that's all that any of us can do, is the best we can. And the best we can changes. So, yeah. Whew. I really don't know that much. And that's actually kind of hard to swallow. Because I've been looking and looking and looking for a long time. And like trying to find these answers. And then realizing I've like still not even scratched the surface. Oh, that's, yeah. Holy shit. But again, like, I'm not giving up. It's okay. Like, it's just okay. I wonder, we're all loved, that's for sure. And we're all on our own journey. And we're not alone. And I think those are the things to remember the most. Yeah. So, like, I don't think I actually said too much on this. But yeah, let's just, I'm gonna leave it there. Have a good night or day. Yeah, it's still morning.